Let's be honest, the world of tech is moving so fast it can make your head spin. It's tough to know what's just hype and what's actually going to change everything. So, what's really on the horizon for 2025? Well, we've dug into McKinsey's latest global report to give you a 5-minute guide to the forces that are about to reshape our world. Let's jump right in. To really get a handle on where we're headed, we have to start with this one question. See, the report argues that our future is being forged by three specific but deeply connected tech forces. You can think of these as the engines driving this next massive wave of innovation across the globe. All right, first up, let's look at the big picture. We're going to unpack the core technologies that are no longer just science fiction. They're already here, building out a whole new frontier for business and, well, for all of us. Okay, so the report boils it down to these three pillars. First, there's this huge leap forward called Agentic AI. Second, you have the advanced semiconductors, the chips that are literally the foundation for everything. And third, we're seeing a rebirth of robotics, now supercharged with an AI brain. Let's break down what each of these really means. Now, this is a really critical idea to grasp. We're all getting used to AI that can chat with us or write an email. Agentic AI is a whole different ballgame. This is AI that does things. We're talking about autonomous systems that can handle complex, multi-step jobs all on their own, transforming industries from drug discovery to your company's day-to-day operations. And this new wave of AI doesn't just appear out of thin air. It's built on top of those other two forces. You've got these advanced AI-specific chips that have basically become the bedrock of the modern economy. At the same time, robotics is getting this powerful new brain, which means physical AI can finally move out of the factory cage and into our actual workplaces. Okay, so these trends are happening everywhere, right? But the report highlights one region where it's all being amplified like nowhere else on Earth: Asia. It's become the epicenter where the future is unfolding at a jaw-dropping pace. So what's Asia's secret sauce? Well, it's this really unique mix of advantages. First, you have these massive super app ecosystems. Think WeChat or Grab, where everything from messaging to banking happens in one place. Then you add the fact that the region dominates in building the AI chips the whole world needs. Throw in huge investments in data centers and leadership and connectivity, and you have an incredibly powerful convergence. And this isn't just some high-level theory. We're talking about real-world stuff happening right now. Tech hubs in India and the Philippines are already using these AI agents to automate entire workflows. And you've got events like the Robotics Olympics in Beijing that show just how fast physical AI is evolving. They're not just talking about it, they're doing it. But there's another crucial layer to this whole story, and it's all about people. See, Asia's incredible diversity isn't just a cultural fact. It's actually a powerful force that's shaping how and why all this tech is being adopted so quickly. And here's where you see this fascinating contrast. In places with really young populations, like India and Vietnam, you see a massive uptake of AI in education and just daily life. But then you look at nations with aging populations, like Japan and China, and the tech is being driven by a totally different need: solving healthcare challenges and labor shortages. It's two very different problems, all pointing toward a common solution. And on top of all that, just think about a continent with thousands of languages and cultures. Simple tools like live translation right on your phone are suddenly smashing communication barriers that have been around for centuries. It's connecting people and economies in ways that just weren't possible before. It's a quiet but absolutely massive revolution. Okay, so we've seen the incredible technology and the forces pushing it forward. Seems like a done deal, right? Well, not so fast. The report uncovers a really surprising twist. The biggest thing holding companies back from grabbing all this potential, it's probably not what you think it is. So what is it? What's the biggest roadblock? Is it the cost? The technical know-how? The report finds that the real answer, well, it comes down to a single, surprising number: 80%. Get this. 80% of the challenges aren't technical at all. They're organizational. The hardest part isn't building the AI. It's getting the humans, the organization ready for it. It's not about the code. It's about the culture. So what does that actually mean? Well, it means the real hurdles are things like making sure your tech plan actually lines up with your business goals. It's about closing that huge gap in understanding, not just for a few tech wizards, but for your entire workforce. And maybe most importantly, it's about fundamentally rewiring how your company actually works to collaborate with these new tools.
So that brings us to the million-dollar question. Knowing all of this, what's the takeaway? How do you go from just watching all this happen to actually getting in the game?
The report suggests 3 really clear moves. First, don't just sprinkle some tech on top of your old ways of doing things. Use it as a chance to completely reimagine your business. Second, balance your talent strategy. Yeah, hire the experts, but make it a huge priority to bring the other 99% of your people along for the ride. And third, start rethinking your org chart now for a future where humans and AI agents are working on the same team. Ultimately, it all comes down to this really powerful advice from the report's co-author, Lorena Yee. Don't wait on the sidelines. Get in the game and run with the ball. The tools are here, and they're more accessible than ever. The real question isn't what the technology can do anymore. It's what are you prepared to do with it?